my name is Masella, and I'm running for re-election as the Mayor of Montreal West. So the first question, what are your goals for the next 4 years? Chances are we'll have 3 or maybe 4 new councillors on our council in Montreal West, and my primary goal or my primary responsibility is to make sure that they get up to speed. New councillors don't have a very good idea of what's going on. It's one thing to think that you may know some of the rules, but there's a lot that you have to learn before you become effective in your job. My job is to make sure that there's that continuity there, there's that leadership there, so that they have the time to learn their new roles. Second question, what specific actions will you take to ensure safety on Westminster Avenue? So we've undertaken a study that we intend to implement. The study will be implemented as a pilot project. So the work was undertaken by some traffic engineers, by WSP, and we intend to implement those measures to see what effect they will have. We believe, because they're traffic engineers and not just residents making suggestions, the traffic engineers have made some suggestions to us that we feel will do the job to help make sure that safety on Westminster Avenue is increased. And it goes kind of along with the third part, what can you do to help resolve Westminster heavy traffic issue at the rail crossing? Those two questions kind of go hand in hand. So the work that we will undertake, and we wanted to undertake it this time, but we went out for a call for tender, and unfortunately we didn't have any takers. So we'll go back out again in the beginning of the new year. So the idea of the whole traffic study is to make sure that traffic flows a little bit more freely on Westminster. In terms of adjusting the volume, I'm not sure that that's such an easy fix. In my mind, the fix actually lies with opening up Cavendish. That's my opinion. Once Cavendish is open, then the residents of Côte Saint-Luc, the residents of NDG, will have another outlet rather than just being able to access the 20 via Montreal West. So the idea here is that we will implement the recommendations by the traffic engineers as a pilot project, and we'll see where that goes. And that hopefully will start being implemented in the spring when we go to tender in January. Good afternoon, my fellow Montreal Westers. Let me start by thanking the Suburban for this opportunity to speak to you, our voters. Participation in public life in Montreal West demonstrates a dedication to serving the community rather than a pursuit motivated by financial gain or personal recognition. To my fellow candidates, your efforts merit acknowledgement from all our residents, as these positions present considerable responsibilities and difficulties. You need to put aside assumptions, learn your portfolios, understand the town's team, and grasp the workings of the agglomeration council. Merely asking questions is not enough. After the election, work increases significantly with a budget to study and to approve quickly. Although I first planned to retire after this term, I reconsidered and decided to run for mayor again, knowing the council would have an inexperienced mayor and several new councillors. Why me? Why now? In my last term, I focused on completing the Sports and Recreation Centre, keeping Montreal West attractive for investment, and renewing the town and community, all of which have been accomplished. The new centre is almost finished with over $13 million in federal and provincial subsidies, plus $3.6 million more from the province. I backed our Treasurer and Director General in securing an FCM grant, our town's first, by advocating at FCM and I supported the fundraising committee's efforts. We've seen both residential investment and our first industrial and commercial project. I reliably deliver upon my commitments. My primary responsibility will be to ensure that the new councillors are thoroughly prepared to assume their roles. I'll be collaborating with an entirely fresh team, and I'm eager to work alongside them. Looking ahead, I aim to launch initiatives that will improve safety through Westminster, complete the Sports and Recreation Centre so it can become our community's central gathering place, connect with residents to find ways to simplify and clarify the permit process, preserve our identity as a bilingual community, and consistently deliver top quality services across the island. Achieving these objectives requires real experience. One candidate lacks the understanding of the Aglo, while the other one seems overly focused on Montreal and has a platform resembling Projet Montreal more than Montreal West. With capable leadership and an energized council, Montreal West is poised to succeed. Support my candidacy for mayor so our community can reach our new goals. Thank you.